Well, I was requested to do a lure and bait video review by Mike, I think it was. So, here we are. I deliver. Now, this is my canine bag, or my land trapping bag, really. It's got canine lures, it's got cat lures in it, it's got urine in it. So, first off, we're going to start going over baits, and then we'll go over the lures that I find. First off is fox feet. All they are just gray fox pads, and what that's for is gray fox or canine pads have a gland in them. I can dig a dirt hole, throw this down there, rub a little bit of lure in the fur right here, and it'll hold really well. Just standard old, spritz a bottle urine. I use red fox urine. I don't use coyote urine or gray fox. I just find that red fox is more universal. And when you're buying urine, the color does matter. You want it to look in kind of an orangish color, kind of like watered down apple juice. You don't want it blacker than the ace of spades, because that means that urine is on its way out, or it's watered down and not good quality stuff. Let's just I'll go over that. Mind you, it's trapping season, so she ain't as organized. This is my Field Cat Fury. This is one of the baits I make and sell. Vaguely, I don't sell much of it, but I don't advertise that much either. It's a mouse base. It's got a couple additives in it that the cats like. And then we got this is my stick pig bait. It's a porcupine meat based bait, kinda thin, but she's good. She's good stuff. And another urine I sometimes use as a trail scent more, or is mink urine. I just take this and I'll squirt it on the back end, and then I'll go around then I'll kind of like jump over the trap, not getting any on the trap circle. And then I'll spray a line out 10-15 feet. I use this a lot when I'm trapping the sides of farm lanes or along field edges. They'll get right a hold of this and they'll work right into it. That's just another little trick. But this one right here is, Mike asked for the good ones. I like all mine. I wouldn't use it if I didn't like it. Well, I can't say that. We'll get to that in a minute. This is Christian Carlson's Moose River Lures Predator bait. It's a Bill Nelson formula. It's pretty decent stuff. It's caught a few critters for me. This is my regular Field Fury. Like I said, this is my own personal supply, so it ain't got to be fancy. That's very, very good stuff, especially on the fox and the coyotes. That is killer. It really is. And this is my Last Supper bait. It's a interesting combination. It's kind of a stronger smelling lure, bait, and it's more for like when the temperatures are in the 40s and 30s and 20s, and since we're in Maine, the negatives. And then we get along to some baits by Robert Hodshire. He's online. These are, this is his skunk salsa. See right there. That's more of a skunk target, but I'm trying it out for gray fox. We're going to see if we can pick up some gray fox on it. This is his cat meat based bait. It's pretty decent looking stuff. I don't think he's making this anymore. But, yep, there's that. And now, this is, let's see if y'all can see that. This is mine. This is the original bait that I started making. H&H Enterprises Predator bait. It's a mild bobcat. It's kind of like the Bill Nelson formula. I have never actually made a bait that was a Bill Nelson formula. I think there's too many Bill Nelson formula imitators out there. All my baits and lures never come from a recipe. They all come from my head, and then they get tested and stuff like that. And then we come to this stuff. This stuff right here, Hiawatha Valley. If you notice the lid's all rusty and stuff, yeah, it don't get used much. I absolutely hate this bait. I have had it for going on 7 years now, and have never caught in anything but one skunk on it. And if you watch the other videos, you know just how much I don't catch skunks. So yeah, those are the baits. And then we move on to these. These are my skunk baits. This is, let's see if you can read that. That's Skunk Jewels. That's another one of Robert Hodshire's. This is GH2, and we have Violator 7. Those all stay in that bag just for scent control, but I will say I'm trying the Violator 7 and the GH2 out brand new this year right off the bat. Second day, I catch a gray fox on that GH2. It's a very good stuff. That and my stick pig. Those caught the first gray of the year. I've had a couple sets, Doug. I had a pullout, I should say, with the set with the Violator 7 on it. So I'm saying it's pretty decent stuff already, and we're not even halfway, or we're just about halfway through the first week of setting, and I already have decent amount of confidence in those. And then we get along to, like, this is I mark all my lures on the top what they are. This is a Super Bonanza by Fur County. It's a coyote target. It's pretty decent stuff. Another one of Robert Hodshire's. This is Death Run. This was also on the set that had the pullout in it. This is, I don't remember his last name, but Steve from Full Response Scents. This is Agent X. He's a very, very good guy. We traded up some baits and lures to try for each other. And then we have Lynn Buswell's Blitzkrieg Lures XXX Coyote. I have yet to catch anything on this, but we're going to try it. Robert Hodshire's Red Dog. Haven't caught anything on that yet either, but it's all a process, you know. This is another, you know, trapper's bait I test out for him. I like to do that. I like to test out a lot of lures. This is Robert Hodshire's Loverboy. This is very good stuff, in all honesty. I would very much suggest you go on Facebook and look up Robert Hodshire. He's out of New Mexico, and he makes very good stuff. This Loverboy is a coyote gland lure, and it will catch anything under the sun that's a predator, I swear. I have personally seen coyotes, gray fox, coons, all follow the Loverboy, and I have seen pictures of badgers and cats and everything you could ever imagine. This is just another one of Fur County Seduction. I've never caught anything on this, but it is what it is. And then we flip over. These are my Bobcat lures. You know, Crunk's #1 Bobcat. This is another one of Robert's. This is Micah's Revenge. I haven't caught anything on that yet, but again, don't use it much. Now this, on the other hand, this is Badlands Bob. This is Fur County's Badlands Bob. This is also very good stuff. I caught my very first coyote on this. I've caught quite a few more after. I've caught cats on this. Badlands Bob, very good stuff. And then I got some more of Lynn Buswell's. This is Bobcat Lure. Again, I haven't caught anything on that yet, but it's all learning curve. And then in here are my fox. These are my fox targets. And let's see. Yeah, y'all can't see those, but there they are right there. Pretty much what we have is Robert Hodshire's Kamikaze. Good stuff. We have his Revolto Gray. Very, very good stuff. This catches a lot of gray fox, people. Revolto Gray. This is another one of Christian Carlson's Moose River Lures, Red Fox Final Step. It's a Red Fox gland lure. Also very good stuff. I am a very big believer in gland lures for fox. Another bottle of Loverboy. I have a couple of those, you know, it's good stuff. Caven's Minnesota Red. I will say quite a bit about this lure. It's a very, very good lure. Very foxy smelling, doesn't dry out, stays at a set for a long time. And this right here is Rivalto Rojo, another one of Hod's baits and lures, only this is a red fox gland lure. Rojo, I believe, is like red in Spanish or some crap like that. So there she is, people. All the contents of that bag, basically. I mean, for lures, I keep a pill bottle. Helps when your dad works at a pharmacy. But, let's see if I can open up a child-proof lock with one hand. Yep. This is Q-tips. They got a nice little white tip on them. Look like the tip of a mouse's tail or something like that. Dab your lure in there. The lure soaks in. She's all good. And then bait fork. Like, again, I said, it's trapping season, so she ain't as organized as she would be. But if I were to pick any lures that I would specifically go out and buy for anybody starting out, it would most likely, let's see where they are. Oh, yeah. Probably these three right here. Let's see. Moose River, Red Fox's Final Step, Rivalto Gray, Minnesota Red, and Loverboy. This covers all your canines right here. You know, they're all, actually, in all honesty, they're all gland lure. But, like I said, I believe a lot in gland lures. Another one that I have been having good luck with is my Gray Fox gland lure. I don't have it here. It's in the vehicle. But, yeah, those are the ones that I like. And I can't really say baits because I run mostly on my own baits. And I don't really want to push my own stuff, but because I don't actually sell much of it. But again, if anybody would like to buy some, then we can certainly arrange that. But yeah, there she is, people. I hope this answered all your questions, and we'll catch you all later.